Hello, everybody. My name is Nadia, and I'm one of the occupational therapists with the Windsor-Essex Community Health Center Chronic Disease Management Program. In this upper body video, I will be demonstrating some hand and finger exercises with use of THERAPUTTY. THERAPUTTY exercises can improve range of motion and strengthen hand joints and improve fine motor skills. Most THERAPUTTYs come in 4 to 6 resistant levels, such as extra soft, soft, medium, firm. For my video today, I'm going to be using red, which is soft. You can purchase THERAPUTTY at any of your local medical supply stores. If you're unable to obtain any THERAPUTTY, you could use Play-Doh or Silly Putty. So what you will need to participate in my video today is THERAPUTTY, of course, or Play-Doh or Silly Putty. And I would like you to grab some eating utensils, a fork, a knife, and a spoon, as well as some scissors and a few coins. So loonies, toonies, quarters, nickels, whatever you have at home. Okay, so we're going to get started. Okay, so before we get started, I would like to ensure proper seating posture when you're performing the exercises. So feet flat on the floor, okay, reposition if needed, but your back off the backrest of your chair, sitting up straight, okay, shoulders relaxed. All right, so we're going to just start off and we're just going to open up the container, okay, and grab our Silly Putty. Okay. So we're going to try to do the exercises, the THERAPUTTY exercises, with use of your weaker hand, if you do have a weaker hand. Okay, so my weaker hand is my left hand, so I'm going to try to do all the exercises with the THERAPUTTY with my left hand. So what I'm doing right now is just kind of softening up the THERAPUTTY, okay, kind of molding it into a golf ball, okay, depending on the size of your THERAPUTTY. Okay, so I'm just kind of molding it with my fingers, thumb into a ball, okay, smoothing it out. All right, so once it's in the shape of a ball, smooth, okay, what I'd like you to do is squeeze the THERAPUTTY with your fingers, okay, so flatten it out into the palm of your hand. All right, okay, now let that go. And now we're going to reshape that again into a ball. Okay. And again, please, do these activities as tolerated. Go at your own pace. Take a break whenever you need one. Okay. If you feel any pain, please stop the exercise. Take a little break. So now that it's in a golf ball shape sort of again, what I'd like you to do is squeeze your thumb into the ball, okay? Squishing with your thumb. Good job, all right? Do that again. So let's form it back into a golf ball. So I'm just kind of setting up my hand to demonstrate through the video. You can hold it as like so, resting your arm. Okay. All right, so we're molding it again into the golf ball, smoothing it out. So let's try to squeeze it again with your fingers. Good. And relax. We're going to mold it into a ball. Again. All right. So let's try to squeeze our thumb into that ball again. Good. Okay. So we're molding it again into a ball. Okay. Let's mold it now into so like a sausage kind of shape. Okay, so molding it out. So it's kind of like so, looks like a little sausage. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is place your THERAPUTTY like this. And what I'd like you to do is bend at your fingertips and squeeze the putty. Good. Okay. Oops. Okay, so let's soften it up again. Let's make it into a ball. All right. So what I'd like you to do now is let's place the THERAPUTTY in between your thumb and your index finger. And what I'd like you to do is squeeze your thumb into the THERAPUTTY. Good. Okay. And let's go across. You can remold it with your other hand. And we're going to go along down the fingers. Okay. So what I would like you to do is place it in between your index and your middle finger and try to squeeze them together. Okay. Again, you can place your arm onto the table. Okay. So you can rest your forearm and shoulder and arm. I'm just kind of showing you guys so you guys can see better. Okay. So we're going across the hand. Okay. So now it's in between my middle and ring finger. And we're going to try to squeeze them together. Good. Okay, let's remold it. And then let's put it in between our ring and pinky. And let's try to squeeze the putty. Very good. Okay. So let's just remold it again. So we're remolding. Okay. So now what I'd like to do is we're going to place the putty on the table and we're going to roll the putty into a shape of a hot dog or a worm. Okay. So we're going to try to roll the putty. So kind of looks like a hot dog. Okay. So what I'd like you to do now is we're going to pinch. Now we're going to pinch the THERAPUTTY. So we're going to start off. So we're given pretend it's a snake. We're giving it a spine. Okay. So let's start off with thumb and index and go down the THERAPUTTY with each finger. So I'm going to start off pinching with my index and thumb, release, and then pinch again down the snake with middle and thumb. Okay, now ring, finger and thumb, and then pinky and thumb. Okay, we're back to index, middle and thumb, ring and thumb, pinky. Go down all, alternate. Okay, so once you're done, okay, what I'd like you to do is connect the ends and make like a donut, okay, with the THERAPUTTY. And what I'd like you to do is place all your fingers through the hole, okay, like so, and try to stretch out the putty. Good job. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is to make it a figure 8. Fold it over, so a donut again. Place your fingers through that hole again and open it up. We're extending those fingers. Good. Okay? I'd like you to do that one more time. So, making an 8, folding them over, placing your fingers through the hole, and stretching, opening up your fingers. Very good. Good job. Okay. So let's mold our putty back up. Okay. Molding it up. Okay. So let's do that again. So let's roll the putty into a hot dog. We're going to do that, what we just did, another time. Okay. Okay, so you got your snake. So now we're going to pinch again. Okay. So we're going to pinch the snake with each finger and thumb down the snake's back. Really try to squeeze, pinch, okay, all the way down. Okay, again, connect the ends, make a donut. Okay. Try to put thumb and fingers through, and we're stretching out, extending our fingers. Very good. Folding it into an 8, folding it over, putting our fingers through again, stretching them out. One more time. Okay, figure 8, folding them over, fingers through, opening them. Good job. Awesome. Okay, let's mold it up. And now, what I would like to do is we're going to try to flatten this THERAPUTTY into a pancake. Okay, so we can start off by using our palm to flattening it out. And then we can incorporate our fingers. So now try to flatten it with our fingers, our thumb, okay. Using our palm, trying to stretch out your fingers, using the fingers, fingertips, thumb. Okay. Trying to mold it into a pizza. Mine doesn't really look like a pizza. Try your best. Okay, so it's flattened out. Okay, so it kind of looks like this. All right. So with your weaker hand, what I'd like you to do is roll up the pizza into a fruit roll up or a taco. Okay. So let's mold it up now. Soften it up again. Okay. Okay, so we're going to try to do another exercise. So we're molding it up so it's into a sausage sort of shape. Okay. So what I would like you to do now with both hands, okay, we're going to put both hands on the putty. Okay. And we're going to keep, so my stronger hand is my right hand. I'm going to keep it straight like this, not move. And what I'd like you to do is twist with your weaker hand, the putty. Forward, twist, like we're twisting a washcloth. Okay. And then fold it up. Okay. And again, holding the putty with your strong hand straight, not moving that, and we're going to go the other way now. So I'm twisting backwards. I'm twisting a washcloth. Good. Okay. So we're going to mold this back up into a sausage again. Okay. What I'd like you to do, same position. Okay, so hands holding the putty. And all we're going to try to do is try to spread the putty out. It's a little messy, I know. Okay, remold it. And let's try to break it apart. And go like a little bit smaller, fold it up, and now stretch out. Good. We'll do it one more time. Stretch it. Good job. Okay. So let's mold it up again. Again, you guys go at your own pace. All right. So now I'd like to flatten the Play-Doh again onto the table. So let's do that. Start off with your palm. Use your finger. I'm going to try to get a circle this time. Okay. So let's just flatten it out. Try to use mainly your weaker hand. Use your fingers, your thumb. It's really hard to mold a circle, but I'm trying. So let's try to spread out your fingers like so, pushing into the putty. All right, good. Okay. So I got this kind of shape, flat pancake. All right. Try to flatten it out a little bit more. Okay. So now what I would like to do, let's start off, is let's try to grab our scissors. Okay. So I'm going to be trying to cut with my left because it's my weaker hand. It's not my dominant hand, but it's still, you know, weaker. So I'm trying to incorporate all the activities with my weaker hand. So we're gonna raise up the THERAPUTTY with our stronger hand, and we're gonna try to cut the putty into pieces, okay? Oops. Be careful, watch your fingers. I'm just gonna try to cut small pieces. Okay. Good job. Okay. So small pieces, big pieces. We're just going to try to cut up the putty. Okay. You can fold it over so it's a little bit stronger. Almost done. Okay. Watch your fingers. All right. Good job. Okay. Place your scissors aside. Now with all our pieces, we're going to bring it back all together. We're going to mush it up again. And I'm going to ask you to flatten it again. I apologize. Just want to incorporate all our fingers. Get a good workout. Okay. So let's try to flatten it again using our fingers, our palm. Again, if you guys need a break at any time during this video, you take a break. Okay. So let's try to extend our fingers again. Try to flatten it out using our palm. Okay. So I got another funny shaped pancake. Okay. So now what I would like you to do is grab your coins that you have, okay? And we're gonna put them into the putty. We're gonna have them, try to have them, if you can, push them into your putty like so, flat, using your finger. So I got a quarter in here. So I'm picking up another quarter and I'm pushing the putty with my thumb into, I'm pushing the quarter into the putty with my thumb, okay? Picking up another quarter. I'm gonna try to push it with my middle finger, okay? Picking up a dime, and I'm gonna try to do that with my ring finger, push that into the putty, push those coins in, and I'm gonna grab a nickel, and I'm gonna try to push that nickel with my pinky. Oh, all right, so I think they're in there pretty good. So what I would like you to do, once you have your coins in your putty, you could put a little bit more, a little less, whatever you have there, okay? So let's wrap this up. Let's wrap the coins up in the putty so you can't see them. They're in a fruit roll-up. All right. And now try to mold it into a ball. And the fun begins, okay? So now I would like you to try to take the coins out of the putty, okay? So we're gonna have to squish the putty using our fingers, our thumb, And we're trying to get those coins out. Okay, there we go. I got the nickel out. It does kind of help to remember how many coins you did put in there. I got a quarter. So I do remember putting in 5. So I got my dime out. I got 2 more in here. I'm gonna look for them. Oh, I think I found one. Oh, I got quarter. So I got 1 more in there. Oh, I got it. Good. The last one is probably the trickiest one to find. And I got my 5th coin. Okay. All right. So once you're done getting all your coins out, I'm going to ask you to remold the putty into a sausage. Okay. And we're going to stretch it out. You can roll it on the table a little. Okay. All right. So about this length, give or take. So what I would like you to do now is we're going to grab your utensils. Okay, so I'm going to be using a fork and a knife, and I'm going to ask you to cut the hot dog, okay? Sometimes using putty, you make a little bit of a mess. So if you do want to put a placemat underneath your table, that could eliminate some of the mess. So then we have the putty, and I'd like you just to put it aside on your weaker side in a pile. So I'm cutting some big pieces right now. We can go a little bit smaller piece. Okay. And then I would like you to place it over there on your weaker side. Okay. I'm going to try to do a smaller piece. We're trying to cut hot dog. There. Good job. Okay. Oops. Over here. And last one. And we're going to put this over here. Okay. We're going to put aside our fork and knife. Put aside our coins. We're going to grab each piece, okay, of putty. Bring it closer to you. Okay. Try not to, they stick together. So try to keep them separated. I learned that. You might have to unseparate some, like I'm doing right now. Let's place it in a line. How's that? Okay. So I got my pieces in front of me. Okay. We're gonna grab our spoon. Okay, so we're gonna try to pick up the putty. They may stick together. I'm gonna try to pick up the pieces of putty and put it across diagonally towards. So let's try to do it one by one. So you might have to keep it separated. This is a little tricky. There we go. Little trick. There we go. It's a little challenging. So I got 3 pieces together. It sticks. To make it a little bit easier, you could always use a bowl. Put it in the bowl. We're going to try to scoop up. We're going to grab our fork. We're going to scoop up the last one, help it out, and bring it. Okay. So that's it for the THERAPUTTY exercises. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and take care and have a good day.